2 synthesizers. One's a quarter of the price. One winner. Hint, my Moog is not happy.
This device is a threat.
Before things get messy and out of hand, there is some tension that needs to be resolved. The Matriarch, which I believe to be the best synth ever made, is in check. So I had to step in. Today's project: put the Moog Matriarch and the Model 15 in a ring with me as your referee and a special guest somewhere in between. So without further ado, having owned the Matriarch in the past and recently rebuying it, it's got this diluted pitch that's like flat. It's not just warm. The Model 15 is doing the same thing. For once, I've never played a Behringer synth that captures that. This is a tie. Unless you can't hear because of undisclosed medical reasons, the Matriarch has a less gritty filter. The Model 15 is more edgy, but it's not edgy in a bad way like other Behringer synths that I've played. I find myself having to add brightness to the Matriarch in post to make it sound more modern. I guess I'm gonna have to say,
this device is a threat.
if you guessed B, congratulations, it was the Moog. From that example, you could hear what I mean about how the Matriarch has that diluted pitch thing. You could do the octave below is slightly flat. That is very unique from the Moog. The Model 15 is more controlled, but not in a sacrificial way. I will give this round to the Matriarch. So for the cool part, how do these synths hold up in practice in a music production context?
That sound penetrated my helmet.
That's gonna be tough to beat. From that alone, you could feel vibes. The Matriarch did pretty good.
As it should.
In fact, it seems to have this depth. Yes, I used effects, but the Model 15 exhibits this trait that a lot of their other synths have where everything seems front and center. So with that being said, the tie that I gave earlier to the Model 15 and the Matriarch, it's being taken away from the Model 15 to the Matriarch. I've been waiting for a Behringer synth to come out that is just as aggressive in cross modulation as the Matriarch, and they are pretty damn tied. The only exception being when you turn the pitch send down to 0 on both synthesizers and just use the filter send, the Matriarch seems to have more aggression. In all fairness, I will give them a tie.
More bass.
The bass content, if you really listen closely, from the Model 15, it sounds just as expensive. There is no sacrifice there. All right, here's a challenge. We're gonna do a little track, couple layers, and we're gonna see which synth is more immediate and inspiring. Couldn't tell, Moog is my favorite company. And the Model 15 being just that, a Moog. Listening to these audio examples back to back, the Model 15 sounds a little bit thinner, more front and center. The Moog sounds more expensive, but not in a way that justifies the $2,000 price point. In fact, if we're gonna look at this practically, the Model 15 is more inspiring to use. The smaller form factor, no keys, I'm not a keyboard player. If you're looking for that sound at a fraction of the price, then look no further than the Matriarch for $300. Not only is the Model 15/Matriarch good for music, but it was responsible for the lightsaber sounds and a lot of the sound effects that I made in this video today. It is a powerhouse for sound design. To wrap it up, I wouldn't say the Model 15 won today. I would say it destroyed all narratives of what an expensive synthesizer is. So, with that being said, this is the Interlandi project. If you like this content, you know what to do. Subscribe and comment down below if you would go Matriarch, Model 15, or if there's another synth in mind that you think I should look at myself. As you can see, I'm stuck in the Moog hemisphere. Let's probably get out of it soon. Either way, till the next.